Alright, it's been highly requested that I do like an aim guide type video, so I'm gonna try my best to explain my overall aim style and what you can do to mimic it and kind of make it your own. And I'm gonna go through my old aim routine that I used to do every day, and basically what I do to warm up before all of my scrims or matches and stuff. So to start off, I'd say that my aim style is more like slow and methodical. I like to slow clear angles and try to isolate as many 1v1s as I can, because obviously you don't want to peek into multiple players. So I think like the first thing that you want to learn and kind of master is counter strafing, and make sure that you have like the counter strafe tap or burst down. So you can just go in the range, turn on all the practice bots and just practice. So counter strafe basically is you hold the strafe key, so A or D, and then when you're about to shoot, just hit the opposite key. So right now I'm holding D, I hit A and then shoot. Hitting the opposite key basically stops your movement and makes you fully accurate. So you want to make sure that you have the timing down so you can do it like pretty quickly without stopping. And the best way to do that is probably right now in the practice range. So make sure you have these timings down, because this is a pretty important like fundamental in aiming in this game. You want to make sure that you're able to strafe and shoot. You don't want to stand still while you're shooting. Okay, the most important aspect of my aim style is crosshair placement. Also probably one of the most important fundamentals for aiming in this game. And the best way to practice it is to go into the deathmatch game mode, and you don't want to like mindlessly spam deathmatch just for fun. You want to be actively thinking about having your crosshair at head level at all times. So basically the idea is the closer your crosshair is to their head when you peek someone, the less you have to adjust your mouse, and just basically the faster you can kill them. So also deathmatch is probably the best way to learn all of the angles on every map. Over time, the more you play, you'll see like you'll be more comfortable at peeking angles. Like you know where to put your crosshair at, you know where they're gonna be. So yeah, I used to run like probably no more than 5 a day. I would say like the average is like 3 to 5. All right, so going to my aim routine that I used to do every day, I use both KovaaK's and aim labs, but my routine is mainly based around KovaaK's. Most of the scenarios I use are in KovaaK's. So these are the 4 main scenarios that I use for my routine. 1 wall, 6 target small, box target switch, click small, reflex micro flick, and IC long strafes. Like these 4 are probably like improve like the fundamental of aiming the most, and it's like probably the best of the scenarios you can do in my opinion. So I'm just gonna go through each one of these and just for a few seconds and just kind of show what each one does. So this one is basically just like 6 dots on a wall. You just shoot them. So for Vox target switch click small, there's basically a bunch of dots flying around, and you can kind of do what you want with it. You can like help. This is for helping if you want tracking, or just kind of like let them lead into your crosshair. Yeah. So for reflex micro flick, this is probably like my favorite one. I mean, it's designed exactly what it says to work on your micro flicks. Probably my favorite of all the scenarios. And for the last one on KovaaK's, this is for the long strafes. This is helping this helps your tracking. It's mainly for helping tracking, but it's probably my least favorite of the scenarios. And for aim labs, I just search up spider shot on the search bar and I look for spider shot precision. This is probably my favorite scenario on aim labs, and this is the one that I used to run with my KovaaK's. So for those aim trainers, KovaaK's and aim labs, I'd recommend it for, especially for people who just switch to mouse and keyboard or are not used to it. It'd probably be like the most effective for them. But I mean, anyone can do it really, but it's probably most effective for those just switching over. For warm-ups before scrims and matches, I usually just run deathmatch until I feel like I'm all warmed up. If deathmatch is not available, like for example at VCT, like we were on like our own private server, so we couldn't deathmatch, so I would just go into the range and just kind of turn all the bots on and just kind of like practice my counter strafing. So I would literally like be sitting on stage, and this is what I would do for warm up. And yeah, that basically wraps up my aim routine and kind of aim style video. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, make sure to leave a like and comments. And just a reminder that I do stream on Cryo on Twitch every single day, so make sure to catch me on there. And I hope you guys have a nice day.